What's up, guys? We are here in Sam McDonald Park, named after the African American Sam McDonald. Okay, let's go and explore the nature and beauty within this park. Let's go!
Sam McDonald Park is an interesting 850-acre facility covered with redwood forest on the northwest and mostly open ridge with grassy knolls and bush areas on the southeast. The park is named after Sam McDonald, who was born in Monroe, Louisiana in 1884, the fifth of 7 children of former slaves. His family moved to Southern California, where his father worked as a sugar beet farmer. When his mother passed away, his father moved the family north to Gilroy, where they became one of the first African American families in that community. In Sam's autobiography, he recalls really enjoying living in the Santa Clara Valley, that people was very welcoming. However, when Sam was 16 years old, his family decided to move north once again, this time to Washington State. During the trip, upon leaving California, Sam described himself as becoming previously homesick and made up his mind to return to heavenly California. He snuck away and bartered his possession and made his way to San Francisco. Arriving with only $35 at his name, moving several times and working with various jobs, he finally settled in Mayfield, which is now South Palo Alto. In 1903, at the age of 19, he began to work at Stanford University as a teamster hauling gravel for maintenance of campus roads. Sam was quickly promoted, and in 1907, he became a superintendent of athletic buildings and grounds at the school. He was in charge of sports fields, tennis courts, tracks, and boathouses on campus. With his appointment, he became the first African American to hold a major administrative position at an American university. This was the beginning of a long and pleasant career with Stanford, spanning some 50 years. Sam excelled in his career, coming up with innovative techniques to perform maintenance on campus. One such innovation was in 1921, when Stanford completed its new football stadium. Sam planted a new sturdy turf and worked out a method of mowing alternate sections between yard stripes, so they appeared to be planted with different types of grass. Today it is called lawn striping. Standing 6'4", he became part of the Stanford legend.
For our first trail, we'll be trying out Heritage Grove, which is 1.4 miles. It's not really that far.
While working there, Sam took a correspondence course in law and served as a Secret Service agent for the Treasury Department. Also as Deputy Constable for Palo Alto Township and as Deputy Sheriff for Santa Clara County. In 1917, Sam purchased 430 acres of redwoods, becoming the first African American to do so. He began acquiring the La Honda property with the purchase of a 2-room cabin and some grounds along Alpine Creek in the northern portion of the property. He built a home that he named Chichiwawa, Native American word for little squirrel. Sam himself was 1/8 Choctaw Indian. He loved the land and considered it a weekend and holiday retreat where he often hosted parties for colleagues and students. He established the La Honda Alpine Iatowa Reserve, an asylum to old wild creatures, refusing to allow hunting or logging on his property. During his 51-year career at Stanford, he became a well-respected and loved person who once held the record for longest tenured employee at the school. He was devoted to Stanford students and would invite them to his home on campus for meals and provide loans if they were short of funds. He maintained friendships with President Herbert Hoover and California Governor Goodwin J. Knight. Sam was never married, but was an unofficial grandfather to the children of Stanford Convalescent Hospital, spending several hours a day with them reading stories and singing. It was one of Sam's pet projects. He spent most of his Thanksgiving and Christmases there too. Sam McDonald Day was first celebrated in 1920 and was held every May thereafter.
So we've been in the trail for less than a mile and she's already hungry. And she said we need to burn calories, so we should start eating.
Few individuals were ever better loved on Stanford campus than Sam. He attended every big game for 50 years. Sam died on November 1957, just a few weeks before the big game that year. At halftime, the Stanford band, instead of forming into the traditional acts, grouped into the letters SAM and played the Stanford hymn in his honor. In his will, Sam gave the Stanford Convalescent Hospital his property and home in La Honda. 400 plus acres to Stanford, which had given him so much in opportunity, friendship, and happiness. Sam specifically requested that his heirs use the land as a park for the benefit of young people. Stanford sold the land to San Mateo County in 1958 for $67,000. And the San Mateo County Parks Director, Ralph Shaw, dedicated Sam McDonald Park on August 27, 1970 for public use. An additional 450 acres were acquired in 1976 from Kendalltown, bringing the total acre of the park to 867. Today, Sam McDonald's legacy lives on, from his inspiring life and road to success to his simple joy of helping others and preserving nature and its beauty.
Hey, so this wraps up our little hike along Sam McDonald Park. And until next time, guys. Bye.
So guys, if you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and feel free to comment.
Hit the bell! Hit the bell!